Ward Thigpen turned in one of the best seasons in Troy baseball history in 1990 as he posted an 11-1 record with a 2.12 earned run average en route to Gulf South Pitcher of the Year and first-team All-America honors. Thigpen, a native of Greenville, Alabama, helped lead the Trojans to within one game of a trip to the NCAA Division II World Series in what turned out to be Troy University Sports Hall of Fame member Chase Riddle's final season as head coach. Thigpen struck out 107 batters during the 1990 season, including a school record 7 consecutive strikeouts against Montevallo. He finished the game with 15 strikeouts in just 7 innings of work. A member of the Troy Baseball Hall of Fame, Thigpen and the Trojans went 50-10 during the 1990 season and won a Gulf South Conference championship during his first season with the team in 1989. He currently stands 6th all-time in Troy history with 3 shutouts, while his .917 winning percentage in 1990 ranks 5th in a single season.
Coach Riddle called me. He said, well, let's go back down to the field house and talk. And I was kind of real nervous at that point because I hadn't thrown too many pitches. And I was thinking, he's going to say thanks, but, you know, did not offer anything. But we got down there, and he said that he liked what he had seen and he had heard about me. He talked to Coach Hogan, and he just came out. I remember like it was yesterday. He came out and said, what would it take for you to come to Troy and play baseball with us? And I never told my parents this because they probably would have stressed out. But my honest reaction, I remember telling Coach Riddle, I said, Coach, if you'll let me play for you, I'll come for free. The best memories, of course, are just spending time on the field with friends and teammates. And then as soon as practice was over, we were going to shoot basketball. I wouldn't tell Coach Riddle or Coach Dewey's that because they're not for basketball, but or we'd go somewhere else and play stickball. So I have to start with my parents first of all. An interesting story. My dad had he owned a pharmacy, and he had it for about 31 years, and I don't ever remember him taking Christmas Eve off. But growing up, if I had a ball game, when I got to college, he was always going to be there. And Mom, I can remember coming out to the mound, and I would see her leaving the stands. And then about the 7th, 8th, 9th inning, you know, I may see her walk back in. So I don't know that she ever saw me because she always said she was real nervous when I played. But those two especially, I couldn't have asked for any more support from the family. My 2 sisters that had to endure countless hours in the stands of a baseball field, you know, I want to thank them because they, looking back, I might have complained if I had to go to a beauty pageant or something like that. Coach Mark Hogan, junior college coach, for obviously giving me an opportunity, believing that I had some skills. Obviously, Coach Riddle was at the top of the list. I was very fortunate I got to play for him his last 2 years. So by far, he taught some great meanings of life. Like I said, he made it fun, he made it enjoyable. We got our work done. Coach Dews was his assistant. Had some great graduate assistants, Mark Smart, Scrap. So I'm real pleased at the way things are going for him. Mark Russo, Chris Small, Jude Rinaldi, they all had a big influence. And then Dr. Robert Earl Stewart was the athletic director. He made a big impression because he really supported all sports. It was nothing to see him at games. It was nothing to see him at away games. So to know that you got an athletic director that really cared about your sport was big. We've got a wonderful chapter of TSU alumni in Greenville that really support Troy in the sports. So I want to thank our Butler County alumni chapter. And I do want to comment on Michelle and our daughter Claire. I appreciate all that they do for me, but I'm not an awards type guy. I just believe that team sports are team sports, and anything that happens to an individual comes from the team. I have been blessed, and I have been blessed enough to receive some individual awards through the years from Troy. But I would trade them all in a heartbeat to have gotten Coach Riddle one more national championship, to earn the national championship for Troy University baseball program.